Welcome to Thoroughbred action from Gulfstream Park. Ron Nicoletti here. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. 10 races to look at. We're going to go to the track and weather conditions, and then you'll hear Pete Aiello call the races all day long.
The weather, beautiful. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-80s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, the turf course firm. In race 1, there are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream. From the inside, Ortley Avenue caught a flyer off the blocks and leads a length and a quarter early on from Discotheque, who's rushed into second. Moving out the rail, Red Thorn is an early third, followed by American Direction. No Bills campaigns out in the center, 3 better than Fire Lee, and Abuelo is last. Half a mile from the wire, and it's Jaramillo and Ortley Avenue on top by a length and a half. Discotheque is second. Toward the rail, Red Thorn is now racing third from American Direction, who's ridden fourth. A gap of another 2.5 to No Bills campaign. Still at the back, Abuelo and Fire Lee. 22 seconds for the opening quarter. They reach the top of the stretch. It's been Ortley Avenue from the bell. He's on top, a bit green in his action, but 3 lengths in front. Having to slam on the brakes there was a Red Thorn as American Direction tightened him up. Off the turn and the stretch drive. They're an eighth of a mile from home, and Ortley Avenue roused on the top end by Jaramillo to try to finish it up. He's still a bit green in his action. He's 2 in front, but he's got no dangers. He's 3-1. He's Ortley Avenue, and he's in front. Ortley Avenue goes gate to wire in the Sunday opener. Abuelo flies home to get in a place picture with Discotheque. Then it's American Direction and No Bills campaign in 103-2. And they're off. Good start from the outside for Sugar Buzz, who heads off for the early advantage. Bandula is ridden hard between horses. Up on the inside, Sir Mendel. Be There, well situated, fourth behind the early speed. From between horses, it's Old Flag with Triumphant Road for company, and on their outside, it's Noble Tiger. The early trailer, Summer Storm Strick, as Old Flag had to tap on the brakes in the run to the first turn. Rajiv Mirage was intent on getting the lead and the rail with Bandula, and he's there now on top 3 parts of a length. Sir Mendel cuts the corner and is in a joint second. On his outside goes Sugar Buzz. From between horses, it's Be There. Out wide and Noble Tiger. Then the team of Old Flag and Triumphant Road, and out the back is Summer Storm Strick. 24-3 for the opening quarter. They have less than 5 furlongs to race now, and Bandula is the leader. Sugar Buzz turning up the pressure for Morelos in second. On the outside of them, it's Noble Tiger. Looking for a seam between horses is Sir Mendel. Following his move is Be There. Then it's back to the outside, Triumphant Road. He's 4 wide, but he's getting a good trip because he's got options on where he wants to race. Meanwhile, Old Flag's going to have to slalom through traffic, and the trailer is Summer Storm Strick, and the leader is still Bandula. Around the far turn through a 48 4.5 mile, Sugar Buzz within a neck of Bandula, who's hard at work. 2 back to Be There. Old Flag tries to follow him. Triumphant Road is on the outside. Sir Mendel has not kicked on. It's Sugar Buzz and Morelos off the turn with the lead. Toward the inside, Bandula tries to stay on. 3 back to Be There. He's got a shot from there. They're an eighth of a mile out, and Old Flag is charging hard in the center. Here's Old Flag, exploding late under jockey Miguel Vasquez, and he rolls right by. Old Flag for Powder Pop by 3 in the end. I think Bandula is second, and he was very game to be second in 142 flat.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the 3rd straight season.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Good start for the two favorites, and they'll get acquainted early as Our Money Moves is in front early on from Culminate, who gets over from the outside gate to challenge for control. Away between horses is Gourmet Dinner. He's now third. Then in between horses, it's Wow Bubble. Outside goes Here Comes the Peach in front of Valid Sense, and Shiver is last. To the far turn they go. Culminate, fleet of foot, and it's cleared. Our Money Moves now. 5/16 from home, and it's Culminate and Rajiv Mirage. Now 3 to the good. Our Money Moves is second and has to keep up. It's a big gap. Call it 5 lengths to Here Comes the Peach, who races together with Wow Bubble, then Valid Sense. They drilled the quarter, 21-1. Culminate trying to roll down the road here with Our Money Moves. Within 2 again. He starts to gain a bit of ground back. They come past the 8th pole. Culminate trying to straighten up. On the outside, Our Money Moves is starting to get to him. Time ticking away. Culminate needs a 16th more. Our Money Moves is launching at him. Culminate, Our Money Moves. Culminate in front. Culminate wins. Our Money Moves was second, 4 ahead of Valid Sense third. Then Here Comes the Peach fourth in 57-2. And they're off. Slow break from Major Price. Quick start by the favorite, both sides, who's ridden hard to try to gain the advantage. Pace pressure from Sonny's Golden Lady, and out in the middle, St. Olaf Rose. These three almost in line. Well situated early as its only words. Fourth behind the early scrum. 3 back to the rail and Major Price, and Puckered, the trailer. She's got pace to chase as the favorite is used hard. It's both sides working well off the inside with the advantage. Sonny's Golden Lady keeps her honest. 22-1 for a robust opening quarter. Out through wide on the course in St. Olaf Rose, 2 better than an inside running. Its only words. Then Major Price, she's second last after the bad break, and the trailer is Puckered. Around the far turn they race. They approach the 3/8, and the leader is both sides, but she's been hard used throughout. Up on the outside, St. Olaf Rhodes is second. It's only words. Swings into action, 3 wide for Jaramillo. That's all for Sonny's Golden Lady. Here's Major Price. She's had certainly a good pace flow. She's 2.5 lengths off the lead and needs racing room. They reach the top of the stretch, a quarter of a mile from home. The leader now, St. Olaf Rose. Puckered's running home from the back. Major Price still needs room. Both sides is next, is flattening out its only words. They're 1/8 of a mile from home. St. Olaf Rose has the lead. Far outside, Puckered. They come past the 16th pole. St. Olaf Rose trying to hold off Puckered. Puckered is charged into second, but she's out of time. St. Olaf Rose is in front. Puckered is second. Major Price third. It's only words fourth. Both sides dueled into submission. 123-4. And they're off. Mean to Me was away quickly and reaches out for the early advantage, moving up on the outside. Bingo Baby, splitting horses, some of it's not in any hurry. She'll land third behind the favorite. Away in fourth is Compass Rises. She's outside of Ave Phoenix. Moving out the rail, Blinging Burr off the speed while ridden early. And at the back is Ragtap Girl, held up about 5 lengths off the lead of the 3-2 favorite. It's Mean to Me, who races to the first turn on top by a length and a half. In a flanking position, Some of it second. Blinging Burr ridden to race into third now. Outside Bingo Baby. Far outside Compass Rises. Ave Phoenix is next. And at the rail, it's Ragtap Girl. 25-1 for the opening quarter speed as they make their way down the backstretch, and Mean to Me getting a easy time of it. Leads by half a length. Some of it is their second. Compass Rises. Paco's shoving on her. He wants a backstretch blitz, and she's moving up 6 deep on the course. Meanwhile, it's Blinging Burr hard ridden. She has not looked comfortable today. Put into the clear is Ragtap Girl to try to launch an effort through a 50-1 opening half mile. They get ready to swing to the far turn. They have Mean to Me to catch, who leads 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Some of it is second. 3 wide, Compass Rises third. Blinging Burr fourth and still in the hunt after working very hard. 2 back to Ragtap Girl, who's together with Bingo Baby. They haven't got near Mean to Me yet, and Mean to Me starts to braven up. 3/4, 1:13-4. Mean to Me off the turn on top by a length and a half. Compass Rises on the outside. That's all for Some of it. Ragtap Girl, white face on the far outside. Mean to Me off the turn in the drive. It's Mean to Me, the leader. Mean to Me now by 3. Compass Rises is their second. As they come past the 8th pole, Mean to Me has it all locked up. Mean to Me and jockey Edgard Zayas by 5 in the end from Compass Rises second, Blinging Burr third, and Bingo Baby finish fourth.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Dela Cruz, one of the first to break the line, but here's speed from Trip Aces, and Rajiv Mirage on the go early with Trip Aces. 1 lap remains. Trip Aces the target. Dela Cruz is second from Richly Deserved. The second-time starter's away in early third. His barn buddy Amjad's on the outside fourth. And Midnight Maestro, the longest price of the group, is last of all. They chase the speed of Trip Aces. Trip Aces around the turn and a nice rhythm on the top end. Dela Cruz and Paco Lopez in a flanking position second. The opening quarter was just 25-2. Zayas has hold of Richly Deserved in third, from Amjad in fourth, and Midnight Maestro last of all. They're inside the 6 furlong mark from the wire, and they have Trip Aces still as the leader. There's really been no movement here. Trip Aces by a length. Dela Cruz is second. He got to hurry up there from Paco to Dela Cruz. Wants to keep him focused. Meanwhile, Amjad's on a backstretch move as Jaramillo's not happy with the tempo. That's bad news for Richly Deserved, who got shuffled in that exchange, and at the back is Midnight Maestro. 50-2 for a half-mile speed. Trip Aces is still the leader. Amjad, a serious challenge from the outside, and now the leader comes under encouragement. Dela Cruz, very much part of this from between horses. A 2.5-length margin to Richly Deserved, and Midnight Maestro is last. So Trip Aces has lost the lead. In fact, he's back third now as Dela Cruz and Amjad have reached him. Trip Aces throws out the anchor. Richly Deserved is underway as they reach 3/4 and 14 flat, and they straighten for the drive. Amjad is up to challenge Dela Cruz with fresh legs on the outside. Richly Deserved off the turn and the stretch drive. Pletcher's 1-2 now. Richly Deserved on the outside of Amjad, who shifts ground. That's good news for Richly Deserved, who now gains the upper hand. It's Richly Deserved driven out by Zayas. 3-2 the price. Richly Deserved in front. Second is Amjad to complete the Pletcher exacta. Dela Cruz is third. Trip Aces is fourth in 150-4. They're off. Level beginning. From the rail, Dropkick Murphy comes out firing toward the back of the field. It's Competitive Saint, the North Remembers, and Super Success, who all slammed on the brakes. So it's a logjam for the early lead. Ship Cadet doing battle with Japard. Dropkick Murphy is down at the rail. Midnight Special between horses. Bella Future is up close to the action while racing fifth. Then it's back to the rail in Omaha City ahead of Jimmy's Big Day. Trying to get going from the back are Super Sunshine and Ensign Parker. Toward the back of the field, Super Success with Competitive Saint and the North Remembers. They speed around the far turn. They stack, they pack, and they have Ship Cadet to catch. Ship Cadet to the top of the stretch leads narrowly. Bella Future launching an upset bid. Dropkick Murphy would love some racetrack. Husbands has got a hold of him. Getting started on the outside, it's Jimmy's Big Day with a rush. Farther out in Ensign Parker. Who do you like here? Ship Cadet is under siege, but he's still in front. From way back, Super Success charging hard down the center. Jimmy's Big Day is in the middle. Ship Cadet is finding here. He's turned away all challenges. Ship Cadet wins. Up for second is Ensign Parker. Jimmy's Big Day is third. Closer fourth, Bella Future or Super Success in 103 and 2. They're off. Not a good start at all for Nerazzurri at the back. You Light Up My Life was away pretty quickly, not as quick as Timely Reward though, and Timely Reward strides forward under Zayas to take a clear lead. Broderie will lang a flanking position, and You Light Up My Life is at her inside. Between horses and now shuffled to fourth is Awesome Spirit Gal, 3 in front of Starship Aurora, and after a bad break, Nerazzurri is the trailer. They complete the opening quarter behind Timely Reward, who went 24 seconds to that station and leads by a length and a half Broderie. Under that patented Paco Loose rein, racing in second. At the inside, You Light Up My Life is now third, Awesome Spirit Gal fourth. 5 more to Starship Aurora and 6 more to Nerazzurri. They go to the half-mile grounds. Timely Reward making her intentions known. She's a half a mile from the wire and 2 on top. Moving 3 wide is Awesome Spirit Gal. That's going to put Broderie in a bad spot. She's now back to a joint third. Meanwhile, You Light Up My Life is under encouragement with an inside lane. These top 4 still have separation on Starship Aurora, and forget about Nerazzurri. They reach the top of the stretch. Timely Reward held together up front. 2 attack mode now is Awesome Spirit Gal. Broderie asked to quicken 3 wide third. You Light Up My Life did not kick on through 3 quarters in 10 and 4. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Timely Reward is still rolling. She has work to do, but she has the lead. From the outside, it's Awesome Spirit Gal. Broderie is trying to gain ground late. They come past the 16th pole. Broderie tries to level off down the center. Timely Reward, Awesome Spirit Gal. Broderie surging. Broderie's getting up. Broderie made hard work of it. We'll get the final call. Second, Awesome Spirit Gal. Third, Timely Reward. From a mile back, Nerazzurri closed ground to be fourth in 137 and 2. And they're off. Good start for Elevated Game, and in the middle, Alley-Oop Johnny's on the move. Up on the far outside, Ocala Dream looking to get over. These three quickest from an improving Nerves of Steel, who's fourth at the inside. Dracan is next from a well-settled Salvatore Prince. Rock the Stars, the early trailer. They concede the lead to Alley-Oop Johnny. Alley-Oop Johnny and Jaramillo have the lead, but not the rail, as Elevated Game thought better of conceding the lead and is on to challenge again. Back to third, Ocala Dream. At the rail, Nerves of Steel is fourth. Two back to Dracan, who's now fifth, ahead of Salvatore Prince, and Rock the Stars is last. 24-2 for the opening quarter. The favorites are a neck apart, with Alley-Oop Johnny holding the advantage over Elevated Game. Tripped out third is Ocala Dream, a length and a half better than Nerves of Steel, who's racing in fourth at a big price. Dracan is next, and the green cap at Salvatore Prince, and out in the middle, Rock the Stars. They went to half in 47-1. Now it's a clear lead for Alley-Oop Johnny, but he had to work in the second quarter. He's a length in front of Ocala Dream, who goes to move on him around second. At the rail, that's Elevated Game. He appears to have called it an afternoon. He's back to third, but losing a bit more ground. Up to the outside, that's Nerves of Steel. Salvatore Prince, he's got to be live from there. Bravo tries to feed him some racetrack through three quarters in 110 flat. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Alley-Oop Johnny makes a break for it off the turn. He leads an eighth of a mile out with 3 lengths to hold. Salvatore Prince is charging into second with Ocala Dream. Final 16th of a mile. Alley-Oop Johnny trying to hold off Salvatore Prince. Salvatore Prince is lifting. He's going to get him. Salvatore Prince in time. Salvatore Prince ran down Alley-Oop Johnny with Ocala Dream third in 1:34.4. In the gate, and runners away. On the far outside, Eamon was quick to begin, sent hard between horses as Arasakashi. Arasakashi is marching toward the top. Up on the outside, Back in Business is now second from Signal Caller, who lands third. Up on the outside, Eamon is an early fourth, passing King Express. Then it's Damashgra. He's third last. Game of Power second last, and Naysayer is last of the 8 as they chase the speed of big long shot Arasakashi. Arasakashi to the backstretch on top by a length from Back in Business in second. Signal Caller is an on-hold third. Eamon plots a wide course in fourth with King Express in fifth. Racing sixth is Damashgra. Seventh is Naysayer. Eighth and last is Game of Power. The opening quarter complete in 24 seconds flat. They race to the half-mile point. At the inside, Signal Caller challenging for control. Out in the center, Back in Business. Back to third is Arasakashi. He's called it a day. He's passed outside by Eamon, who's 4 better than King Express. Then Damashgra, hard ridden by Morelos, trying to get him motivated as he's about 7 lengths off the lead while 3 wide. Out the back, Naysayer and Game of Power. 47-3 for the opening half mile. Micah Husbands aggressive in the second quarter with Signal Caller. Now he has to hold firm. Back in Business is second, but Damashgra begins to finish up. He's gaining good ground after a wicked second quarter. Here's Damashgra, 8-5 and charging hard through 3 quarters in 1:11.2. Damashgra just blew right by him. 1/8 of a mile to go, and Damashgra has pinned this field a pleasant Sunday good afternoon. He's in front by 4, by 5, and still moving away. 8-5 on Damashgra. He cleared off in the end. Win wrapped up Damashgra by almost 10 lengths. Good battle here for second. Getting up for second, I think, is Naysayer over Back in Business third. Then it's Game of Power. 142 flat.
And that wraps up this week with the Sunday card. We'll be back here for live racing on Thursday. Mark that down. We run Thursday through Sunday now. The mandatory payout in the Rainbow Six will be on Sunday next week, so make sure you mark that down. It's going to be a great time here all week long, Thursday through Sunday. Good night. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.